Okay, I'm out here in my backyard. I just wanted to make a video kind of going over what I'm going to be using this year for deer season. I'm going to go over what I'm going to be using, like stand, saddle, bow, arrow, everything like that, and try to give you an idea of what I use, what I like to take in the woods, and kind of tell you guys how many tools and different things I have to use that I'm going to be trying this year. So first I'm going to start off with the saddle. It's by Kure. I think it's the Anchor. I might be wrong. It's a 2-panel one. So it has 2 panels. Your butt sits there, and then your back up against here. Last year I ran the tethered Phantom, and it was a good saddle. No complaints with it. I just wanted to try the two-panel one because my dad, he has this one, and he had it, and I loved it. So I sold that one with the Cruiser. Really like it. It's good quality. On it I have these S carabiners on both sides, and those will hold my sticks. I have little strings on my sticks, so when I'm climbing up I'll have them hanging on the back. But I have my linesman, my tether, and a recliner in this pouch. It's just one. I might add a second one, I don't know yet, but both of them have Ropeman 1s on them, and I think they're 9mm, maybe 10 rope. So this is what I'm going to be using. It has an adjustable bridge already come onto it. But yeah, this is just one tool I'm going to be using. I'm not going to sit in this every single time. We have some stands already preset that we'll be hunting out of. But this is one of those things, like we have a stand set up. We see the deer coming across the field. We can use this to set up in a tree over there and not disturb very much. So this is just a tool. It's not going to be something I use every single time. I like sitting on the ground a lot. Both of the deer I killed last year were from the ground, actually, bow and gun. But it's another tool. I really like it. It's comfortable. As long as you get used to it, it's going to be one of those things, a learning curve. You're not going to jump right into this and just be instantly comfortable. But this is what I'm going to be using this year. I like it. It's good quality, and it got here real quick. I think I paid $200, maybe a little bit more. But I like this a lot. So next I'm going to talk about my platform. Now this is the Mission. I like it a lot. It's sweet. It's a big area. It cants down. I don't know if I can get that, but it cants down. So this is flat up against a tree, so your feet can sit kind of at an angle. It's a lot more comfortable than the sticks. I just ran sticks last year, just used the top of my sticks. A lot more comfortable than this, than just using sticks. But sticks works. I mean, sticks are gonna be a lot cheaper than this, but it's kind of like comfortability wise, it's way better. Sticks are a little bit easier to pack because you only had sticks, so now I have sticks and this, but I'm not walking in miles or anything like that, so this is just a little bit more comfortable for me. I'm more comfortable than packability, but it still packs down really good. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty much flat and about the same width as my body. So this is what I'm going to be running. My dad has the same exact one, so you can kind of see that our setups are kind of very similar. But Mission, very good. They have one, it's called the EDP now, I'm pretty sure. It's a lot smaller than this, but same mechanics, just smaller. It's just a little less as wide. But this is the platform I'm going to be using. It doesn't move at all too when you get it cammed down. Really good, bites into the tree. I really like this, and you can see I have my custom camo. I just took a sponge to it and kind of dabbed it on there, so it's not as bright. When you first get it, it's just really gray. I'm using the regular cam buckle to it. People use daisy chains. That's why, because it's a little loud. But to me, if I just be careful, it's not that bad. I can get this a lot sturdier to the tree. So the next thing I want to talk about is my sticks. I'm running 3 Hawk Heliums, and we modified them, kind of DIY. Do that at your own risk, but I've used them for a little bit now, and they are very sturdy. So they're 2 steps. We cut them down. They were originally 3 steps, I think 30 inches. We cut them down. I think they're 17 inches now from step to step. It's a little bit more packable. I mean, you can see that. A lot lightweight, just easier to pack, lightweight, and I can get as high as any other. I mean, I'm only getting 17 feet normally, which is pretty average. I mean, I don't think you need to really be any much higher than that. Just make sure you have good back cover and everything like that. But I'm using 3 of those. As you can see, 3 of them, they stack pretty well and just sit right on top of the Mission platform that I have, and they pack pretty good. But this is what I've been using. I think it's by Backwoods Mobile Gear. It's an 8er, has a continuous loop of am steel that hooks onto your Versa button. So the hooks are here, your foot goes into here, has a rubber band. So you can see right there, that rubber band will tighten down on your foot. So you have your foot in here, you tighten that down so it doesn't move. And you wear this sucker in. So this will hook onto your pants. You just hook it on there, like so. This goes onto your Versa button. You put your foot in there, then each stick will have a step on it. So it's like each step will have one 8er on it. So it's super packable, super lightweight. You wear it in, you wear it out. As soon as you go on to your next step, this am steel loop right here pops off. So then you can easily put it onto your next one, and it pops off in the same way down. When you get down, you just gotta pull your leg up a little bit, pop it off, and then on to the next one. So this thing, I ran 2-step 8ers last year, and they work. They're just kind of hard to like pack. There's just a bunch of string, because with my sticks I'm running also daisy chain. So then I had this, and then the daisy chain I'm at the daisy chain, and 2-step 8ers trying to wrap it around. It's just, it worked. It's just, this is a lot more convenient in my opinion. I paid like 30 bucks for this, and you have a single step on each step. Like you have one step 8er on each step, and I can get 17 foot with just 3 steps in this. So that's plenty high enough for me, honestly. And I think Backwood Mobile make this. I might be wrong on that, but it's pretty sweet. I like it. But we're gonna move on to the bow. I'm using Elite Kure 65-pound limbs, pretty much maxed out. I'm not exactly sure what I'm pulling, but 65-pound limbs, probably around there. And it's an OD green, but I'm using a CB Engage single pin. It's micro adjustable. I like it, super lightweight. I switched from this from the Spot Hog Fast Eddy, the double XL. At 2 pins. I really like that sight, nothing wrong with it. I just like the CBE because it kind of matches Elite. It's like they go hand to hand together. Then for my stabilizers, it's a dual stabilizer set. It's CBE Torx. I put the short one in front, long one in back with more weight. I have no weight on the front and all the weight on the back. I just shoot better that way. It's kind of a personal preference type thing. I like it. Some people don't. This is what I run personally, but as a rest, I'm using the Hamsky limb-driven rest. I like it. I switch from the KD, will not switch back. I think the limb-driven is a lot better. It's a little bit more practical. As you can see, tied off here, runs all the way to your rest. When you pull back, this piece right here comes up, holds the arrow. When you shoot, back down. But that's what I'm running for my bow. I also have a nose button by Bomar. I like that too. I think I shoot a lot better with it. So that's pretty much my bow setup. I used it all last year. Killed me a doe and a pretty nice buck with it from the ground. Really like it. And one of those things, bows is kind of a personal preference. You need to get into a bow shop and shoot them. I like Elite. You might not. You might like Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech. So if you want to get a bow, go in, shoot some of them. They all shoot different. It's kind of one of those things you guys shoot and see if you like for yourself. Now for the arrow, I had the Cobalt Blues. They don't make these anymore. I got them on a trade actually. The 350 spine. I wish I went a little bit higher, but there's just the cheaper ones, the cheapest ones I could find. So I fletched them myself, 3 fletch, the Max Hunters, and then this vein or this arrow wrap I did myself as well. So this is all I built myself. I put a 75 grain outsert by VAP TKO. They fit into these, and they're pretty sweet. I think VAP TKOs are 0.166 diameter. So these fit, and these are 0.165, I think, so they fit pretty well. And they're 75 grain, so they're a little bit bigger than, if I can get that on there. They're a little bit bigger than stock ones. Stock ones are 50, so I just wanted to go up 25 grains. Then I got the Slick Tricks on there. They're like 1.25 inch or 1/16 cutting, which I used last year as well on the deer I killed from the ground. And I pretty much watched it fall in sight. I got a complete pass through. It was quartering away. I hit a rib on the entry, and it went a full pass through and stuck into the ground like 30 or 40 yards behind it, and it stuck in the ground pretty good. So in my opinion, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So I'm sticking with these. They're 125 grain. I like them. They fly really, really well. And it's what I'm going to be shooting this year. Is just I think they're Slick Trick. I don't know what model they are. I can't remember. But these are pretty sweet. I've been shooting quite a bit, from 30 to 20 yards is pretty much all I'm going to shoot. I shoot a couple times at 40, shoot decent, but I probably won't ever shoot 40 yards unless it's perfect conditions. But most of my shots anyway are within 20 yards. Most of them not even 20 yards. So that's pretty much it. Arrow, bow. Dad, the only thing different between Dad's setup is the sticks. He's running API, which we cut those down as well. I think they're 23-inch step to step. They're originally 3 steps, but we cut them down as well, kind of DIY. A bunch of YouTube videos on them, just search them up. But they were 32-inch, maybe 30-inch, I can't remember. 3 steps, we cut those suckers down too. And those are easier than the Hawk ones actually. You didn't really have to move much if you cut them right. And they're 2 steps as well, and he got 4 of those with daisy chains. That's the only thing that's different between our setups. So we have the same saddle, same platform, just different sticks. So that's pretty much it. He's actually, his aiders are different too. He's running I think right now he has 1 cable aider that he made himself. I think he's gonna try to get 2. I might be wrong on that. So I have the one that's like, you go on each step, his are fixed ones. So then this is the backpack I'm running. I don't know, it's some old one that we've been using forever, but everything packs well. I put my camera arm and stuff in here, camera. Then it has straps on the outside that I can put my platform. Then my sticks sit on my platform, and I use a Night Eyes gear tie to really hold it down. But I really don't need this. I just use it just so nothing really clinks together. But these are pretty game changer too. If you can get some of these, you can get them at Orscheln's or Home Depot. Also carries them. They're pretty sweet. They're $5 for 2, and they work really well. So I also want to show you my camera arm setup that I got going. So this is a 4th arrow arm. I'm not sure the model. I don't know. I got it off Facebook, so I'm not sure the exact model, but it comes apart. So here's the arm. It has a fluid head. I got the remote on it. So this will like zoom it in, zoom it out, has a grid, record. So it makes things a little bit easier. And it's pretty sweet. I haven't got to use it quite yet, but I've plugged it in and used it around here a little bit. But this is the arm, has a fluid head, that little thing that controls basically the camera. Just makes it easier for self-filming, which I mainly do. But you take the arm out, just pop it out, and you have this little piece. So these two always have to stay together. This is how you get them connected. But I have 3 of these that I can stick around, and that's where the camera arm and the head goes. But I have 3 of these that you can stick at your favorite places, like presets and stuff. So it makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to use the ratchet strap every morning. It's kind of louder every evening. But I do like the ratchet strap. It just makes it cinch down a little bit tighter. But I'm using it's the 4th arrow one. This has a leveling thing on it. So you can see it's level right there. There'll be a bubble inside that little hole or black circle. And then you use this right here with this little tool to kind of switch this around, and it rotates on this ball to get it level on the tree. So I can pretty much put it anywhere that I want to and get it level, so my camera arm ain't moving back and forth on a leaning tree or anything like that. But that's pretty much it. I mean, camera arm, all that, bow, arrow right here, platform, bag. This is pretty much what I'll be carrying on my mobile sits. Like if I want to sit somewhere that we don't have a stand at, this will pretty much what I'll be bringing in. And the camera I'm running right now is the Sony AX33. I just upgraded it from last year. Last year I just ran a Handycam, and it worked. Like if you want to get started on it, it'll work perfect. It's like $200 or $250 from Best Buy. But I suggest starting on that until you really know that you want to start doing this. Like don't start with something expensive because you don't know, you might not like it. Because I know once I started this, it does take a little bit away from the hunt. Like you're more focused on the camera than you are the hunt. But I also like the feeling of going back and watching it, seeing my reaction, to seeing how, just getting to replay that like time that you had in the woods, you know. So that's That's why I love doing it. It's definitely a different beast if you're self-filming, but I also go out there and film my dad a lot too, so that's pretty much it for this video. I just want to kind of go over what I'll be using this year, what Dad will be using this year. But it's September 11th now. Opening day starts September 15th. So like 4 days counting today, 3 days not counting today. And it's opening bow season. We got a couple nice bucks on camera already out of velvet and hanging out in daytime. So it's looking pretty exciting. We never do really good early season. Usually it's like late October is when we start really getting on bucks and seeing them in daylight, but you never know. It's bow hunting. Things can happen, so I'll see you then.